Service Learning Project, School Garden, Emily Michener, Jessica San Clemente, and Barnaby Williams. Methodology. The goal of this service learning project is to foster students' role within the community and give them the opportunity to access and engage with the subject matter content in meaningful ways. The project involves growing a garden of fruits, vegetables, and herbs that will become a part of an on-campus food bank where families in need can come to get fresh produce. Through this community-focused learning, students will also be involved in a rich learning experience that covers content in science, mathematics, English language arts, social studies, health, and the arts. As we started planning the service learning project for students, we discovered that it was actually going to be very easy to incorporate standards from the different content areas because of the meaningful activities we were creating for students. Some of the things students will be doing are choosing which plants are grown, drawing blueprints of the garden layout, using scientific knowledge to help them grow the plants, conducting experiments related to plant growth, measuring plant heights on a daily basis, learning about sustainability and healthy food choices, and picking and washing the produce to be placed in the school's food bank. Assessment.
To assess our service learning project, we chose to use a traditional assessment format throughout the unit and an alternative assessment format for the final assessment. We chose to use a traditional assessment format throughout the unit as we felt it was the quickest way to assess student comprehension of the material, and therefore we could most efficiently modify instruction to account for gaps in student understanding. We chose to use a true or false answer format as we found that studies have shown that it is just as effective in assessing student comprehension as a multiple choice format, and that students preferred it to a multiple choice format. We wanted to make sure that the assessments that we were administering throughout the service learning project didn't discourage or detract from the learning that was taking place. So we chose to use something that was both familiar to the students and something that they would be comfortable with using as well. We chose to use an alternative assessment format for the end of unit assessment as we wanted it to fit in the framework of universal design for learning. We gave students 3 different options to choose from when completing their final assessment. They could either create a video, write a paragraph and include a picture, or create a story or comic book that depicted their gardening experience. We felt that using all 3 different types of assessment, we were giving students the best opportunity to showcase their particular neural developmental strengths, and that we were giving students the best chance of success.
Group learning.
Core insights. Following the guidelines of Universal Design for Learning, we have designed a fair and inclusive environment for all learners participating in the garden project. In order to achieve this goal, we implemented the following. We will add walkways and raised table beds so that students with disabilities can participate in the construction and maintenance of the garden. In order to meet the needs of our bilingual students and promote understanding across languages, we will place bilingual signs in the garden and utilize both languages when using keywords and vocabulary. Additionally, we will grow produce that is culturally connected to all students so that English learners can talk about their culture. Gifted students often need to stay engaged and challenged. In order to build their strengths and optimize individual choice, gifted students will be allowed to choose a special area of interest related to the topic of plants and gardening to explore further. Neurodevelopmental methodology. Constructing and maintaining a school garden allows students to use all neurological constructs by providing multiple means of engagement, representation, action, and expression. The school garden provides a hands-on experience that will help students stay engaged and actively moving, therefore developing attention, spatial ordering, and neuromotor functions. Because the project spans over a long period of time, students are more likely to comprehend and retain the information they have learned as they gather data and explore concepts in detail. The garden also affects social and higher order cognition by providing students, teachers, and community members the opportunity to work together, make decisions, manage problems, and gain a sense of responsibility within the community.